Sometime last week, someone watched my videos and asked me a question I wasn't expecting. Are you a feminist? I was surprised, not because of the label, but because my videos hadn't even touched that topic. When I asked why, he said, "You sound angry." Honestly, it scared me. He even joked if I would get married one day, judging from how I sounded in my videos. I laughed at first. Then I got serious. I told him the truth. I grew up in an abusive home, and being from Nigeria, many people excuse extreme treatment of children as normal. Few stop to think about what that does to a child's mind, or how often God's word has been twisted to justify it. What I went through changed me. It gave me perspective and a righteous anger. So when I speak, you'll feel it. Every emotion. And I'm not afraid if anger is one of them. I hope this resonated with you. My name is Elsie Amidu, and welcome to Where Truth Meets Courage. First of all, I want to apologize for posting late this week. This video was supposed to be uploaded on Tuesday, but I had some things to take care of. Going forward, I think I'll be posting on Wednesdays instead, because it's the middle of the week and it feels much better that way. Okay, let's get on with the video. Today, I'll be going slightly off topic because, as you know, abuse is a major subject we talk about on this channel. Later on in the video, you will understand why I decided to share my thoughts on this topic, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm sure we can all agree that good and evil exist. And just as we know that, we also understand that there are advantages and disadvantages to everything. We weigh the pros and cons in our day-to-day lives. With that understanding, let's talk about feminism. Yes, that's our topic today. I believe there is both a good side and a bad side to the movement. So to answer the question, am I a feminist? I honestly haven't asked myself that question before until now. I do support the good it has done, but the bad makes me question it even more. And I know there are some women who will watch this and despise me for saying that, or even think I should be a feminist simply because I'm a woman. They might think things like women are constantly being attacked, or women are constantly being abused by men. Women this, women that. But I ask you, do you also see what is happening to some men today? Whenever I hear feminists speak, there's often a self-centered focus on women alone and a complete exclusion of men. Yes, the feminist movement brought change for women's rights, but at the same time, it has held a dagger to the men's throat. And that got me thinking, why do some people focus only on the good and refuse to question its significant effects on men? Effects that demonize and emasculate them. Why have these effects been downplayed so much in today's world? Is it intentional, or have we simply forgotten to check on how men are actually doing? Well, I'm here to challenge some feminists today, those who no longer consider men at all. We need to go back to the drawing board and ask ourselves, what is the feminist movement really about? Do we want to completely dominate men? Be the man of the house in the household? Disrespect him? Abuse him, verbally or physically? Continuously tear him down until he feels worthless and loses all self-respect, to the point where He's lost every sense of masculinity. As a follower of Christ, everything I just mentioned is completely wrong. And yes, there are men who are victims of this. We just don't see it because many are too embarrassed to speak up. Society has labeled them with phrases like, they are men, or what hardships do men go through, or they're meant to be strong. Meanwhile, they're suffering in silence. For years, the feminist movement has been stripping men. How? It presents men as inherently bad, dangerous, or morally flawed. It treats masculinity as something to be feared, blamed, or shamed. It assumes men's intentions are harmful by default, and it affects their mental health. In addition, it undermines their confidence, authority, and self-worth. It ridicules or suppresses traditionally masculine traits like strength, leadership, courage, and protectiveness. It suggests that men being assertive or strong makes them toxic or unworthy. In other words, it does have significant effects on them. Yet, some people refuse to even consider this and only highlight the good aspects of feminism. Yes, I agree feminism has done some good. I am a woman. I know it has. I also know that the rate of women being attacked is higher than that of men. Again, I know because I am a woman. But the point I want to draw your attention to is this. Not all men are bad. There are good men out there who simply want healthy relationships and are tired of the negative effects of the feminist movement. That's my point. Moreover, we shouldn't forget our values or harm our fellow human beings. God didn't instruct us to live that way. And yes, I say this to men as well. We are called to be ambassadors of Christ. We are commanded to love our neighbors as ourselves, according to Matthew chapter 22, verse 39. It's terrible how some men are made to feel like the problem and then punished for trying to be the solution. The movement is affecting them emotionally, socially, mentally, and spiritually. And it's widening the divide between the genders. Can't you see that? We need to change our perspective. Our focus should not be only on women, but on men as well. And women, some of us have downplayed the possibility that men can be affected. Yes, especially some extreme feminists. In fact, I was called out on one of my YouTube shorts. Someone in the comments thought I was coming from a feminist standpoint when I wasn't. I was specifically talking about a woman who had allegedly been stabbed to death by her husband. However, the fault was mine. I didn't edit that short properly. That's why I'm here now, making it clear where I stand. There are men affected by the movement, and we need to talk about it more. And women, we need to address the harmful side of feminism. It has done real damage to society. The question is, are we willing to do the work, or are we just going to let it run its course? Because it feels like in today's world, it's almost impossible for men and women to see eye to eye anymore. Doesn't that bother you? It should. God didn't create man and woman for there to be a massive gap between them. Both genders are made in His image. So why would He want His image to be divided? God doesn't want that. Think about it. We shouldn't hold an overall negative belief about men. Instead, we should encourage them to focus on personal growth and character development. And I would like to end this video by speaking to any man who may be watching this. If you are a victim of the feminist movement, I want you to know that you are seen. And more importantly, God sees you and loves you. Hang in there. Give your life to Christ and submit yourself to God's will. He will cause you to soar like the eagle. And he will bring you a woman, if you don't already have one, who will uplift you, add value to your life, and love you. And I pray that you will do the same for her, because it goes both ways. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Stay courageous, stay truthful. Bye.